Joe Rogan on Thursday let loose another doozy of a false claim, suggesting that despite a number of failed lawsuits and months of fruitless efforts, Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake may actually be correct about the wide-scale voter fraud she's so far been unable to prove. "It looks like there's real fraud," Rogan suggested during an episode of his podcast. "At the very least, there were voting machines that weren't working properly," Rogan said, at least somewhat correctly, an apparent reference to an incident in which some printers in Maricopa County voting centers didn't make dark enough marks on ballots, a technical problem that former President Donald Trump also seized on at the time. From there, Rogan quickly went into full-on conspiracy territory. "It seems very suspicious that a lot of them were in Republican areas," he said in a video clip from the Joe Rogan Experience that Lake later tweeted out. "There are a lot of shenanigans. And I think there are coordinated efforts to make sure that certain people get elected. I don't know how far they go, but I know it's not zero." Rogan's comment came the same day that Trump was arraigned in Washington, D.C. on 4 counts related to his attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election, which he continues to falsely insisted was stolen. The former president is apparently itching to be invited onto Rogan's hugely popular podcast, The Daily Beast reported last month, though Rogan, a UFC color commentator who recently shook hands with Trump at a fight in Las Vegas, has said he would rather not have him as a guest because he doesn't want to help his 2024 bid. "I'm not a Trump supporter in any way, shape or form," Rogan said on a July episode of the Lex Fridman podcast. "I've had the opportunity to have him on my show more than once. I've said no every time. I don't want to help him. I'm not interested in helping him.